Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the News Unit. This is a live transmission. The information presented here, not necessarily that of myself or anyone else that participates. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. This is a live transmission. And I can neither confirm nor deny the accuracy of any of this. It's also for criticism, informal news dissemination, comment, and so forth and so on, while the free speech remaineth, if it does. Of course, there's new rules and regulations that are becoming the new normal. Yes, indeed. We are broadcasting live because Bitcoin is crashing. And this is considered FUD to some people, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But to those of us who like to talk about the truth in the news, the obvious fact is that Bitcoin is indeed crashing. Let's take a look at the chart. This is the GDAX exchange, and you can see here the price of Bitcoin is down to $35.76. Bitcoin is over $1,400 down now off its all-time high. It was over 5,000 here recently, about a week ago, and now has developed a very intense bear market trend into the downside. Now, there are some folks that are very sensitive about this, and when they look at the chart, they don't want to believe that for whatever reason. They want you to tell them good things. Speak unto us nice things. Don't tell us the truth in the news. So you'll have to tune into a different channel to find that out. This is Ethereum. Ethereum's down to 242. This stuff's really starting to accelerate into some serious capitulation. Here's LITECOIN already breaking $50. It's going to go into the 40s. It already has. It was down to 48.60 just moments ago. This is really going to get violent now into the downside as people just run for the exits. And it's going to continue to implode as the crypto bubble breaks. This is the crypto bubble. Here's Dash. Look at them, all red. Even Doge, which we thought was a safe haven, is down to 32 Satoshis. That may actually get down to 1 Satoshi. And then what? So here's the Bitcoin chart on a daily chart. And as you can see here, we're going to draw a trend line and show you right here the recent pullback segment. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take that line. First, I'm going to get rid of this other one. And I'm going to make a clone of this line. Well, first, I want to brighten it up here a bit so you can really see it. Let's just thicken it up here a little. That's what we'll do. And what I want you to notice here is that this line segment is the largest price reversal trend that we've seen since Bitcoin 2.0, since Mt. Gox. All right. You take this segment, you don't see any pullbacks that far. Even the one that happened earlier this year really wasn't this violent. So we can expect further downtrend. Technical analysis people are really starting to talk about sub 2,000 Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin's going to revisit the 2,000 mark and possibly even go lower. So be prepared for that. There's a lot of excessive volume here that has shown up into this particular downside trend. You can see here, we'll show you these. Look at the red volume. It's just amazing. And this is just going to spell for more downside. So 2,000 is easily targeted here from the standpoint of the amount of acceleration that's occurring into the downside and the sell-off. Well, like it or not, there's so much fear, uncertainty, and doubt in this market. And markets don't like uncertainty. They like certainty. And there's really not a whole lot people can do about it, but prepare for the worst. And are there any safe havens in the crypto market? I'm not sure. If there are, please tell us, because we'd like to hear your comments and suggestions. But here is the charts again. Look at Bitcoin just go down 35.55 already. It just keeps hitting new lows. And here's Ethereum about to break 200 at 240. Here is LITECOIN at 50 bucks. It's amazing. The big three are going down, catapulting into capitulation right now as we speak. So things are very, very devastating in the cryptocurrency market. If we have any participants here on the News Unit channel, remember to like and subscribe to this channel. Everything's about being positive, even though we have to experience a pullback in prices. Now, the positive things about the pullback in prices is that this sets in a very unique buying opportunity for new investors. And I'm not giving investment advice. There's going to be plenty of channels that'll be able to do that for you. And you can search them out. There's plenty of wonderful people in the crypto sphere. And we're all developing trust together through collaboration, communication, and computation. It's all about being positive in the community. And just remember that there's nothing to even be concerned about. Just enjoy the ride to the downside and buy more. Dale Bliss, thank you for making the comment there. Bitcoin Chinese yuan is at 3,200. And you're expecting sub 3,000. That's probably to be expected. And we are expecting a lot of negativity here due to a lot of the analysts that are covering this story. Already 35.45. Look at it go down. Bitcoin is just absolutely imploding. And there's, I guess, several reasons for this. One of them is Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan, who recently came out and said Bitcoin is a fraud. So the experts in the banking industry that a lot of the crypto people wanted to get away from have just shown us their influence on this particular market by just a statement that they make. And that's all it takes is for a guy like that to spread FUD. Now, for those of you who don't like FUD and you like to take action against people, maybe there's some way that you can get Jamie to be quiet. Maybe kick him out of this some Slack group, or ban him from interviews on CNBC and Bloomberg or so forth and so on. We'll see. Maybe that's a way to stop him. I don't know if you can do that, but you can give it an attempt. You can give it a good, honest try. But we think that the bankers will prevail ultimately. And the U.S. dollar is strengthening as we speak, by the way. The U.S. dollar is rising rapidly. Gold and silver are falling. And the S&P 500 has turned negative, too. I don't have the charts in front of me right now, but we'll try to get those here as soon as we can. So, I am trying to invite some participants here, but it's been very difficult on the News Unit because the News Unit has been censored violently by a new group of cultists in the no limit coin movement, which is very similar to the Chaincoin. Now that you look at it objectively. And this particular Chaincoin, it's so hard for me not to call the no limit coin Chaincoin anymore because it's like an obvious Chaincoin 2.0. It's just amazing. And a lot of people are doing the same things to the News Unit that were done with the Chaincoin. And what happened to the Chaincoin? Well, that was the end of the Chaincoin. And we predict that it's possible that that'll be the end of the no limit coin now too. So if you believe in karma, some of you do, many of you do, well, get ready to get a good dose of your own alleged karma. I don't believe in karma, but if you do, prepare to receive it. And that's that. So you can tune into your favorite channel today and feel good and watch the cryptocurrency market implode. Massive drawdown, as you could see on the charts that are going on right now with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and various other coins. I don't know if there's too many positive coins at all anywhere because most everything is priced in Bitcoin. And you're going to see just violent takedowns here entirely. So what's going to happen to the crypto market? Is it going to reset? We're going to have to tune in later to the World Crypto Network and find out what's going on, because it's very devastating. This is going to take a lot of wind out of the sails of many of the bullish analysts that were all excited about this market and calling it a growth market. And with the World Reserve new cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, it looks like that's the end. So better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. That's the way I look at it, but that's just another way to look at it in a positive manner. Let's take a look at price again on Bitcoin. I'm just going to tell you what it is. It is right now at 3,500.00 even on the GDAX exchange. Did anyone think Bitcoin was going to pull back to 3,500? But remember, the news unit did mention that it was my belief that this market is going to start to see some violent swings. 1,000 points, could be up and down like this. So it decided to go down first. So we'll see what happens. It's 34.92 already. Look how quick $10 goes by now on Bitcoin, just in a matter of seconds. We're at 34.89 already. And it's just accelerating into the downside. This is like the ABC Wide World of Sports, where the ski jumper came down and fell, and it was the agony of defeat. So that's exactly a repeat performance of what we've got here. And massive amounts of volume, too, are noted on a lot of the chart indications into the downside. You're going to see people just jumping ship on a lot of things like Coinbase and all the different exchanges. You're going to see GDAX freeze up again, and Coinbase and all these different things. We might even see some exchanges shut down. Just absolutely obliterate themselves. Who knows? It's a very dangerous market to be in, and massive losses are going to be accrued here by many investors. So prepare for people, who knows, maybe they're going to start jumping out of windows, and there could be all sorts of things that, as a result of this market mayhem that is going on right now in the crypto sphere. But I don't want to spread any FUD. I want to stay positive about it all and think about unicorns and, you know, things like butterflies and tulips and so forth and so on. Yes, everything is dying. We've got a friend of mine here that is telling me what he sees to be happening. I got to put some links up here for the other people that are trying to get in here so that they can actually find the current broadcast that is going on, and invite some of our friends here that have been disconnected because of the no limit coin that's attacked the news unit. So we're going to get things set up here as much as we can. We have been viciously assaulted and bullied by this no limit coin group, and it has caused me to be permanently and emotionally scarred as a broadcaster. It's really not good. It's really jarring and scary, and it's one of those things I won't be able to share really too much because it's just too troubling. It really, really is devastating what is happening here, and the amount of YouTube channel terrorists that are going wild on and against free speech and conversation and so forth and so on. So I'm going to see if I got friends of mine here in this other chat room that are trying to get hooked in here, but it's very difficult. We've been Trying to move over to this standby channel. Let me just give you some more price updates because Bitcoin just keeps getting slaughtered here. Bitcoin now at 3460, and the chart just moving down extremely violently. Let's look at this. I'm going to bring this up on the screen capture for just a moment again. Look at Bitcoin just roll right over and die. And at this rate, it'll be through 3,000 here within the next 20 minutes to a half an hour, I wouldn't doubt. 3451 already. Look at that. Ethereum's getting close on 200 there at 231.91, keeps dropping. And Litecoin now in the 40s at 47.89. Won't be long, Litecoin will be back in the 20s and teens. So this may be a buying opportunity, I don't know. But we can't really find the truth in the news in the cryptocurrency market because nobody's really out there doing any live transmissions of any kind. We can try to find them, but if anybody here can tell us if there's any live transmissions, please let us know because we'll make it known. We need to get the word out. This is an emergency situation. This is a crypto emergency. And we want to get the word out to people so that they're aware of what's going on. Not to spread FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, but to just call to your awareness that bad things could happen, but we want to maintain a positive attitude about it all. And we want to maintain operational continuity in the community, developing trust through collaboration, computation, and communication, and do all those wonderful things that come along with cryptocurrency, which is better off experienced rather than explained. So just play the Bob Marley song, Everything's Going to Be All Right, and everything will be all right. That's all you need to know. Sit in lotus, do some yoga meditation, and cross your fingers in the form of the 666 thing and give some nice little devil symbols and stuff, and everything will be good. We know everything's going to be good. Bitcoin at 34.28, nothing to worry about. It's going lower, but enjoy it, experience it, feel it. Litecoin is down at 47.79 already. Ethereum is about to break 230 at 231. So that won't be long. Dash is already down at 255. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Ladies and gentlemen. And Bitcoin already at 34.26. So, you want to watch it go down? Let's just bring the chart right back at you here. You're looking at it. There it is right there. And 34.27. Just an amazing, amazing smash into the downside. Look at them all. Every one of them turning red violently. And we're going to watch the action here at the News Unit Command Center and see how low this actually goes. Like I said, a lot of the analysts calling for 2,000 and lower. So maybe another trip to 1,700. But I think once it gets that size of an acceleration, you might as well just take Bitcoin down to $100. Now, would you buy Bitcoin at $100, ladies and gentlemen? Of course you would. You could actually buy a nice Bitcoin. And then if it went back up, it would be worth 5,000. But if it goes up is the big if now, because Jamie Dimon, this is all Jamie Dimon's fault for spreading FUD. And we got to do something about that. We need to ban him from social media, take his cell phone away. Maybe he should be removed from JP Morgan. Maybe he should be removed there. People need to come against that because that's just unacceptable to be telling people that Bitcoin is a fraud. When we know it's not a fraud, it's peer-to-peer currency. It's decentralized. It's just a wonderful thing. And it's going to make the world a better place. Especially with its falling prices at 34.39.95 and Ethereum too at 232 and Litecoin at 48.34. It's just great. So stay tuned for more adventures there and adventures into the downside with the cryptocurrency world. All right, who else is around here? Let me see if I can get some participants in here to facilitate the broadcast. See if we can get Blink back in here. Get some of the crypto people in here if we can. Nope, we can't invite the same people here. We're having problems and technical difficulty with everything. It's amazing. Huh. We can invite one guy here, but we cannot invite everybody. Nope. So the purpose of this transmission is to call to your attention that Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, cryptocurrencies are crashing violently, and you need to take cover now, exercise extreme caution in these markets, and do your own diligence, because things are very, very, very bad right now. And they could probably be going from bad to worse. And we'll see how that works out. So we'll try to keep things. We're going to maintain some operational continuity here. Also, we're watching No Limit Coin, which has viciously attacked the news unit because bad karma is going to descend on that coin as it did on the Chaincoin. It's really a sad situation. And that coin will be driven into the dirt also, as it is being driven into right now, losing all sorts of value there. So where is everybody here? They can't find the channel. It's really terrible. Let me see what I can do, folks. I'm going to stand by here for just a moment and try to find the group that can't find the channel. Oh, you got the Bitcoin trading channel? Are they talking over there, though? Are they actually discussing anything, or are they just showing you? Is it just a quiet nothing? Because we have a lot of these quiet nothing channels that don't say anything. Live Bitcoin trading. Let me see if I can. It's just music and charts. Okay. Yeah, we're not interested in music and charts, man. We want to hear real people talk about real issues, you know. That's usually what happens here. But I'm trying to resurrect my broadcast because it's been taken down by a group of, by some gang activity on YouTube. It's really sad that we don't have any channels that are conducting news broadcasts here and can tell us exactly what's going on. So maybe you can, are you into cryptocurrencies, Dale, or? Let me check the current Bitcoin price again. Bitcoin is at 34.94 now. It just dipped to 34.25, so it's chopping around. A little bit of a chop. Just a little bit of a chop. Very serious depression in Bitcoin. Amazing. Amazing depression as Bitcoin has been declared a fraud by J.P. Morgan's Jamie Dimon. Wow. Amazing. Joe Bex. We got a lot of new people here, but hardly anybody watching because this is a new channel that I had to make because we were viciously attacked by some little altcoin, NLC2. We are just not supposed to talk about certain coins and ask questions. So we were viciously attacked by this group for having some contrary opinions and questions levied at them in regards to their business model, their coin, and some of the recent price action that has been occurring there. And my usual group, I can't get them to link in here. It's just a couple guys around, but they can't seem to join. I don't know what the problem is. So we're working on those issues as we off the cuff here. Meanwhile, the price of Bitcoin, $34.94 right now. Ethereum at $237.95. Litecoin at 49.25. Those are the GDAX prices. Dash on Poloniex is at 257. And Doge is at 29 Satoshis now, driving into the downside. So there's even a lot of people exiting Doge, oddly enough, which used to be the tipping coin. Now it's tipping. So the tipping coin is tipping, and today's daily candlestick is growing larger into the downside on Bitcoin. Just the amount of capitulation here is tremendous right now. This is really, really, like I said, it's accelerating, and we think it's going to continue to impress the price further into the downside here, especially on Bitcoin, and really catch people's attention once it breaks through 3,000. So keep an eye on that. Right now, there's a little dead cat bounce forming on Litecoin and Ethereum, but we don't think that's going to last very much longer because Bitcoin doesn't really show much of that. It just seems like downside continues here on most coins. So, yeah, it's just time to hodl, right? And buy low. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's going to want Bitcoin anymore after Jamie Dimon said that it's a fraud. So maybe the SEC is going to set in. Maybe the World Bank is going to come in here now and cease assets. Complete halt to the cryptosphere. We never know. This is what people were concerned about, and now the day has come. The day of danger has arrived. And there's no outlets that provide news dissemination in a time critical manner on all of this. So we really are at the mercy of opinions, YouTube channels, and that's where it gets difficult to find the truth in the news. So here at TheNewsUNIT.com, I'm always trying to find the truth in the news. And of course, now that my channel was attacked and I got to start this new channel, I don't even have any presence here until somebody spreads this around, So it's going to take time to get things up and running again. This is not my usual form of broadcasting, although it is in part. But because I'm working on these things simultaneously here, it's very difficult to run the broadcast and do all this multitasking at the same time. So just bear with me. And meanwhile, the price of Bitcoin is at 34.60 now. We've got Litecoin or Ethereum at 234 and Litecoin at 48.70. So things are looking very bearish here on the price action. We might have to shut down the broadcast here because I can't seem to get my normal viewer participants in here. But I really don't want to do that, so I might just go into standby mode here for a few minutes while I work on these technical difficulties. And Yeah. Nobody's really linked in any news items, though, of any kind, are they? Seriously. News. CNBC is reporting Bitcoin is in a bubble, and here's how it's going to crash. And traders are taking massive amounts of profits. A lot of reports on the crash from CoinDesk, Daily Express, a lot of news outlets reporting this crash right now. So there's a massive amount of FUD being transmitted everywhere. Twitter. I'm going to check in with the World Crypto Network people like Richard Hart. Richard Hart is a very interesting gentleman that's involved in the World Crypto Network transmissions. And he just tweeted that every troll, or he tweeted about 7 hours ago already, every troll and shill in the world has come out against Bitcoin last 48 hours. So he has a lot of confidence in Bitcoin, which is good. And let's see if he has any recent tweets. 6 hours ago. He's talking about the Chicago Board of Exchange is getting ready to implement Bitcoin in and I did hear this not too long ago. They're talking about options trading with Bitcoin. So there are some things going on. This may be just a coordinated takedown by Jamie Dimon to get in cheaper. Jamie Dimon admitted that his daughter made money on Bitcoin, so maybe he's just moving the price down so she can buy in lower. A little bit of family collusion there going on, perhaps, but that's okay because they're under different rules. Yeah, it's just there's a lot of speculation right now as to why Bitcoin is crashing, but it is crashing. There's no doubt about it, and it's taking everything down with it, and I mean everything. It's taking it all down violently into the downside. Tremendous. We've been watching another coin absolutely get hammered, and rightfully so, because bad karma will come to them after they attack the news unit. That's NLC2, which is down at 4,450 Satoshis right now. And that coin, an equivalent in the US dollars, is now only worth 17 cents. I should have just went to Chaincoin. Chaincoin's at 14 cents. Everybody was chasing Neo around. What's Neo at right now? Neo is at 15 bucks. Look at that. Bitcoin Cash is getting hammered also. It's down to 426, but that's really not that bad. It's really not that bad. Bitcoin Cash is holding up good. We're going to look at the market cap of everything here and just read a couple highlights here if needed. The Bitcoin dominance has fallen under 50% again. It's at 48.4%. Total market cap in this whole market has been coming down quite a bit. It's 117 billion right now. That's pulled back quite a bit. Not too long ago here, about early September, it was up right up against 180 billion. So there's been a huge exodus out of this entire market. A huge exodus. Over $60 billion has left this market. So we've got a massive amount of capitulation going on here. Folks, there's just no doubt about it. And we'll see what happens there. Bitcoin's still on top, and Ethereum's number 2. Bitcoin Cash is number 3. And I like Bitcoin Cash, but I don't know much about it, other than what I hear World Crypto Network guys talk about it. But there's some negativity there too. Ripple is holding in at number 4 on the market caps. LITECOIN number 5. And Dash at number 6. So those are the top ones. If you want to count the rest of them down, it's followed by Nemcoin, Monero, IOTA, Ethereum Classic, Neo, and then BitConnect. And then there's other ones I know nothing about: Lisk, Stratus, Zcash, Waves, ARK, HShare. ARK is actually up 29% for the week. For the last 7 days. That's a coin that might be considered a safe haven, ARK. So we're going to take a look at that one. Another safe haven might be BitDeal, BDL, not sure, but it's holding up 62% for 7 days. And other positive coins are Vcash. And those are good to look at times like this, because you want to make kind of a note of what's holding up. We've got Fedora coin, which is up 140% for a week, 7 consecutive days. Lomo coin, whatever that is. These might be some things just to put on the list. Dubai coin is up. So these might be the safe havens to take a look at. Stealth coin, Bitcore, and we're going to make a note of some of these myself here. Espers and Pro SW coin. I don't really know what these are. Just kind of going down the list. Blue coin. Potential safe haven coins. Smiley coin. Smiley coin. Tau. Pi coin. Monaco coin. And Inca coin. And that's enough right now. There are others. If you go to coinmarketcap.com and just kind of look down the list, you'll see them in green, of course, on the percent side of things. So it might not hurt to make a list of potential safe haven coins. You just never know. But looking back at price action on Bitcoin right now, we've got a little bit of a bounce up in the market now at 3,500 even again. I think this is just going to be a dead cat bounce. And Ethereum at 240, Litecoin at 50.52. And that's it for now. If anything slips into the abyss here, we'll watch it some more here and keep you advised. Cannot find anybody else here to go live with. Yep. There goes Wall Street. By the way, if anybody's listening, the S&P 500 sold off a bit overnight, but it's bouncing back violently. We see a lot of strength there. The dollar is coming back up, and we don't see that changing anytime soon. Crude oil starting up towards 50. It was up at 50.07, but then kind of slipped back down just slightly below 50 right now at 49.95. So in the wake of the hurricanes, we'll probably have to pay more for fuel prices. No doubt about it. The downside in Bitcoin has subsided slightly, but it's holding at 3,500, just not going anywhere. We'll see what happens here. We've got a little bit of a bounce back up on Ethereum and LITECOin slightly, but not really enough to really recognize anything but downside yet. Just could be a dead cat sucker bounce. And Dogecoin right now is at 0.000998. Way down low. Way down low. Let's see what we got here. All right, Bitcoin starting to sell again, folks. Just dropped below 3,500 for an instant there. We're starting to see some pressure into the downside here once again. So until we find other channels that are doing a better job of this, I just decided to break in here because of this emergency crypto situation and just keep an eye on things for a possible buying opportunity. What do we have here? Now the question is this stuff going to go lower? And why? CNBC CNBC is reporting Bitcoin is in a bubble, and here's how it's going to crash. It says excessive optimism far outweighs normal rational expectations and crashes occur, and this will be the case with Bitcoin. Well, that's not necessarily true, because there was a lot of concern rather than optimism for the recent problems that occurred after the fork. Yet there is somewhat of continual optimism being discussed, and I forgot all the details about it, but the world crypto market seems to be very optimistic. If people would start cooperating in the mining industry, then they could turn this thing around. But that's right. There's some instability there and some differing opinions there, I believe, and that's leading to market instability at the moment. But to what extent should that have such a excessive price drop is yet to be discussed, I guess. I think that shows that there's a lot of weak hands in the market, is what it probably shows. And the funny part is if it does start to scream back up again, then the same people who sold low will rush back in and buy high, which will probably add even more fuel to the market and take it up even higher. So we'll have to see, because things certainly happen fast in the crypto market, that's for sure. They happen very rapidly. Very, very rapidly, I must say. LITECOIN. Just an amazing price action here. Let's see what the yeah, I'm just sort of standing by here, waiting on some friends of mine that may or may not be able to show up and connect. We're having some new channel restructuring going on here, and it's been very, very difficult, I must say, to get things up and running again here. We are brought. Bonjour, aujourd'hui c'est le jeudi 14 septembre 2017. Moi c'est could Bitcoin and other similar digital currencies one day render Wall Street irrelevant? And you know the answer. The answer is yes.
Check out this great article by Nick Bilton, author of the Hatching Twitter book. And
yeah, you know, it could be that a lot of these big bankers are terrified of Bitcoin. Interesting wars going on here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what to make of it all. I think there's some serious consequences coming though from all of this very soon. Folks, I'm sorry for the dead air time on this broadcast. This is we're having some technical difficulties here at thenewsunit.com. Remember to visit thenewsunit.com at www.thenewsunit.com. You can see what's going on here a little bit there. And we'll try to get things running here as soon as we can. Let me just update you on the Bitcoin prices. Currently, Bitcoin has come up a little bit, 3570 right now on the GDAX. Ethereum's at 246. And Litecoin's come up to 5134 now. So keep an eye on that. We will try to keep you advised of the latest developments. So stay tuned.
Yo. Can you hear me?
Hang on, I was muted. Sorry.
Oh, what up, D?
You going to work today?
Yeah, I'm going to work in like 10 minutes.
I figured that you're up getting ready for work. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look good, the market, does it?
Nah, dude, did you see I just woke up. I look at my computer and I fucking see Bitcoin's down to 3,400.
Isn't that amazing?
I was like, OMG,
Right.
is unit up? You know what I mean? I was like, oh shit, dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're really crapping it out. And I told those guys on the limit. All I did was I said to them, I said, hey, Bitcoin is crashing, and then they got all upset, and then all hell broke loose. They flagged my channel, took down my channel again. You know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
All that same shit.
You called it. You know, you called it, dude. Right when you said Bitcoin's going down, Bitcoin literally went from 3,900 to 3,400.
Yep. And I called the no limit
and they
crash.
got mad.
They got mad.
Yeah. Totally called the no limit crash. Every day it plunges 20%.
It's terrible. I mean,
there's no volume. You see what the no volume does? It just drifts lower, like every day. It's like a grind lower.
Oh, it's terrible. It's just terrible.
Yeah, and what is it at now? 15 cents or like 14 cents?
And no limit coin volume is up a little bit, but that's only because people are selling.
Yeah.
The holders
dude, it might be all sellers. You're right.
We're gonna have to see how this shakes out though over the next couple of weeks, because that Jamie Dimon. Oh, I was just gonna say, Jamie Dimon spreading FUD. Maybe those no limit guys can go after Jamie Dimon, and stop him from spreading all that FUD.
Oh, I thought that was great too, dude. Yeah, I heard his comments, and I'm like, Jamie Dimon just said exactly what Unit said and what we've been saying.
Right?
It's not. The shit's like as fake as it gets. It's not real. There's no like anything behind it, you know.
But you know what though? He was admitting that his daughter was in it. See, that was curious. I don't know why he'd even mention that, because you know, I think
true, but you know, the different generation, you know, our generation, the youngest generation, they love it.
But don't forget,
best thing ever.
Don't forget, you know, guys like Bill Gates and all them, they like this shit. The techie guys from Apple and all those tech guys, you don't even hear about.
That's true too. Yeah.
Yeah, AMD is.
But there's like a big swath, like, you know, your age, everybody like my age, you know, from 40s up, we all believe that, you know, cryptos are kind of sketchy. Yeah, you know, we all lived through, you know, the .com bubble.
Right, but we realize too that the technology,
like a lot of people didn't live
and
through
they are
that.
sucking the, you know, they're kissing the ass to this technology more and more, you know.
That too, yeah. We love tech, but at the same time, we're wary of it. We've seen it collapse before. The young kids, they love tech. They have no clue about the .com bubble. They've never lived through it.
Whoops, your audio went.
That's typical Google.
No, it's good now. It's good.
You know, the kids nowadays, they never went through the .com bubble, so they're not gonna know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
they're gonna find out.
So you got to work all day. We'll be back later, probably. Huh?
I got to go at a school district right now.
Oh yeah. Are you there now?
No, I'm at home. I only live like 10 minutes from the school district.
Right.
I'm just gonna go there today.
I'm gonna be watching Richard Hart's tweets today. I think he's about the most sensible one out there that knows something. I'll be watching some of the other guys too, like Jimmy Song. I'm gonna follow.
Well, speaking of Jamie Dimon, you know, before I do split, you see the SEC is going to talk about. They're talking about cryptocurrencies, the Securities Exchange Commissions. The IRS is now talking about cryptos, and the Fed Philly meeting. Guess what their topic is? It's blockchain and cryptocurrencies. Are they affecting the financial system?
Oh,
so the Fed. You have like three regulators are all meeting, talking about cryptos. You have Jamie Dimon, the head of JP Morgan, which owns the silver market, pretty much a gold market, and, you know, the banking market. Their big dog is now talking about Bitcoin being trash. China is coming out and regulating it. So you had like 5 people come out and try to crush Bitcoin.
Yeah, they call them disruptive.
You know, I find it kind of interesting. Well, yeah, all of them at the same time come out. I think Jamie Dimon is seeing what's in the cards here. Is there's going to be heavy regulation and heavy taxes and all that shit. The SEC also, guess what they said? Save all your tax information because we're coming for it.
Right.
That's what the SEC said.
Well, maybe what
So all these people that think they're making money, you know.
Well, hey, wait a minute now.
Making all
there
this
could be an advantage to this if you take losses, then you can write off all your losses. If they want the same thing with gains, then they got to do the same thing with losses.
Very true. Yeah,
so
very true.
Keep the prices going down and then write it off. You know?
Yes, if you're lost any type of money in this investment now, it will be a write-off now.
It's a double-edged sword for them too, really.
Yes, it can be a write-off.
Because, you know, I think they'd rather take skim the top than have to pay back the bottom. So you never know.
They would. That's why they're maybe talking about this. Is it going to be better for them to tax it or just not regulate it from the outside and not do much?
Who knows? We'll wait and see. But there's a lot of people interested in this too. You know, I've been notified by IT people that, you know, they're really getting into it, man, and more and more. And the fact that it pulled back now is getting people juicing it up, and they might just be drooling over it now for buying in. You know, who knows? I don't know. We'll have to watch and see.
Yeah, no, and you know what? You know how a market works, right? I don't think anybody knows right now. That's the stage that we're in.
Hey,
we're in a stage of like
the same damn thing applies.
You know,
to
confusion right now.
Yeah, the same thing applies to the stock market, the futures, and everything. It's all screwed up.
Yeah, we're at the very top. They don't know. Is it going to keep going, or are we at the top and it's just going to roll over like a fucking dead duck?
Mm-hmm.
You know, holding the bag.
Pretty fucking strange out there. There's no doubt about it.
I'm going to look at the charts real quick. I want to just see what was the low that we hit.
We got down to, let's see, 4 on GDAX. It got down to 34.25. Isn't that weird?
That was a low.
So this thing could.
Yeah, let me see.
This thing could really take.
Yeah, I got 34. Yeah, like 37, 20. Yeah, around that area. Bitcoin drops, but relief rally. Also, this pullback from 5,000. That's 5,000 to 3,500, right? That's 1,500.
Oh yeah.
1,500.
Yeah.
So now you take 3,500 and 1,500 is almost 50% of that. So Bitcoin is off high from of 50% already.
Yeah.
Almost, it's approaching 50% already when you get to 25 about. If this drop right here, and we'll be at look at LITECOIN. Look, oh my gosh, have you seen the price of LITECOIN?
Yeah, LITECOIN went below $50. Oh yeah, it went down to 47.
Oh my, okay,
that was a snap down.
Okay, oh yeah, that's the type flash crash that I was kind of referring to the other night. Like the liquidity survey is Bitcoin as being the most crowded trade in the market.
Yep.
That means when people go running for these exits, everybody has to run it at the same time.
Yeah.
Get ready. Get ready.
Yeah, there might be some real problems here.
But the liquidity. There won't be you can't sell your stuff.
There might be a snapback.
There won't be anybody to buy it. There will be that. There's definitely going to be a snapback rally, but you know what I mean? Those are what you do is on those, you just look to sell again.
I don't know.
Like you look to short it. Like when stuff starts snapping back like that and going down, you know, once we start going on a bear trend, everybody's going to start shorting. Remember, you could short. Dude, think of what they're making on those shorts.
They took
yeah, remember those?
Bitfinex was the one.
Oh, did they?
I'm not sure you can short on a lot of the other ones.
Yeah, because remember, I mean, dude, imagine if you could short. What if people were shorting this market at 5,000, 4,500?
Mm-hmm.
Litecoin at 80 or 70. It's 50. I mean, it's down right now 18% in one day.
Yeah.
Litecoin.
It's incredible.
The whole market is dumb. The whole market's just retarded to put your hard-earned money in a cryptocurrency like this. Fluctuate this much. That's why no one does this. As real investors, they don't buy this crap.
It's hard to say, man.
Like you could lose all your money, overnight.
Yeah.
Like no limit coin is now down 16% again, where I looked at the charts for probably about 12 days or maybe 15 days in a row. It's been down 16 to 20%.
Right.
15 days in a row. I mean, it's like torture. That's how bad this thing is.
Yeah, we don't know.
Wow,
yet.
did you see the dump too?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I saw this
a lot.
I saw that one day when the China news came out about the exchanges after they talked about the mining problems that were going on. See, the mining problems were one thing, but then when that news came out, I saw that thing dump, 200-300 points in like 2 minutes. And they got all mad at me for saying so, jumped me, flagged my channel, and then all that no limit controversy.
Yeah, see what you spotted was the bigwigs getting out.
Exactly the same thing that happened with the Chaincoin. They cocked off to me in the Slack room. You know what I mean? And the guy that's involved in it, sort of like Max Lee, right? Didn't do anything to me. But those other jackasses did. And it's just the troublemaking people, man, are really weird in this market. Are just odd people, man.
No, they are. They're freaks. They're only looking for the quick flip. And if you do anything to disrupt the quick flip,
yeah,
well, they're going to
they
snap.
don't really care about anything. They don't care about anything.
No, they don't care at all about these coins. They don't even know what coin it is. All they know is that it goes up 100%.
Right. Even the guys that are allegedly helping Raph over there with that outfit, if his heart is
they're
really
all doing it to make money.
They're just doing it to make money. That's
exactly.
why they're not making it look real professional. You know what I mean? They're just doing what they have.
When your heart's into it, you're working 24/7. You're in the, you're in the woods. You're fucking,
Sure.
You're getting shit done. You're hitting your target by NFL start date. You're not missing it.
Mm-mm.
Who misses their starting opening? That is sad. That's so sad. That's like one of the saddest things for this company is they miss the opening.
This mark might be forming a bear wedge and just might rip right down again a little later here.
Yeah, I mean, like we were saying, that it's dropped 1,500. Who do you want to step in front of this?
Nope.
You know what I mean? Does people step in front of a refrigerator? You get squished.
Yeah, don't be late because of me if you got a beast.
Right. Oh yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I got 2 more minutes.
Okay. You got a lot
of the clock.
You probably got a lot of traffic.
This is too good, dude.
Yeah, you got a lot of traffic.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh yeah. There's gonna be 5 lanes of bumper to bumper.
How far do you got to drive today?
Right now? 5 miles away, like 10 miles away.
Oh, you're not working. It's early there. That's right. What am I talking about? Central.
Yeah, I usually drive like a half hour.
What time you start? About 9?
8. It's only 7:30.
Okay.
Yeah, we usually start at 7, but today I'm working at like a school district, so you got to wait for like everybody to show up and get there. And
that's cool.
Yeah, it's chill. It's just electrical, so
right.
Just run that big conduit stuff, that metal shit. Just run that in there and just go eat lunch and then come back and just split.
Yep.
It's pretty easy.
You've been doing that for a while, eh?
Yeah, like about probably now 20 years almost.
No shit.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
40.
Are you? You've never been married either, right?
Pretty much. No. No.
Yeah. That's do you live right in LA? Do you live right in LA proper? Or
just south, yeah, Orange County.
Okay.
Yeah, just south of there. Like OC, Irvine, Newport Beach.
Are you in Costa Mesa?
Nicer. Yeah, exactly. Right there, dude. I'm driving right to the Costa Mesa right now.
So you go down Sunflower a lot, probably.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that street.
Yeah. You go right past
That's
the
nice.
You go right past Chuck's Calvary Chapel quite a bit, that big one.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what one that is.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there a long time ago.
What? Nice. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, there's some real friendly people.
Yeah, we went through too.
And from what I don't know if it's changed a lot over the years, but to me it seemed like there were a lot of friendly people in Costa Mesa.
Well, yeah, you know, that's a city. I mean, you got it like probably over 100,000 people. I mean, every city around here there's so many people around here. So you find a lot of cool people, and you know, you still find a lot of wackos like every city, but
right.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, dude.
Oh yeah.
I live right here, so I can escape your guys' winter shit. Winters are just brutal.
Gold and silver got pounded too overnight, but they came back a little bit. The market's chopping around with the S&P futures. Everything's going crazy. Oil's back up above $50 a little bit now.
Well, yeah, gold is back up. Gold. The only reason gold is down, or the other night it slipped.
Mm-hmm.
The S&P made another record. That's one more thing before I split. Yeah, so the markets are at the very high it's ever been, and they keep making new records. And gold and silver are also at a 2-year high.
Right.
Why is that? Why
is the safe haven could actually happen? People could dump the market. Wouldn't that be something? People dump the market and went all into Bitcoin? That would be weird.
They might. Since we're in a bubble at the market, it could it could burst like everybody. It can't go up forever. It's going to eventually sell off. It sells off. They rotate into Bitcoin.
Wouldn't that be strange? Huh?
It could, since it's at 3,400.
Yeah, as crazy as that sounds.
That would be risky, but
oh yeah.
But a lot of them, what they're doing is they're taking money out of the stock market and they're putting it in gold and silver, and that's why we've seen such a good rise.
Oh yeah.
Higher and higher, people are going to get a little bit more scarier, and they're going to keep rotating money into gold and silver as a hedge. Just when the markets plunge, dude, they're going to pretty big dive.
I hear you.
Just because they haven't had it really pulled back for like ever.
So here I am on my standby channel again with these guys that made trouble.
Yeah, I mean, all you're doing is pointing out fucking the facts, and that they can't handle it.
And then I'm bringing people on that want to ask questions about it, that tell me that the chart looks like a pump and dump. Well, whether that scares you or not, big deal. I mean, you got to be able to face that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and what happened? It got pumped and it dumped. We called it.
Yeah,
we called it. We were right. They were wrong. You know what I mean? They need to say, yes, you were right. News unit, Papa, your charts were right on. Your channel was right on.
People are going to learn the hard way now.
It goes like a penny.
Yeah, they're going to get floored.
When it keeps going down to 5 cents,
right?
We're gonna.
Listen, as soon as it gets down below 10 cents and into single digits again,
yeah, it's just over.
That's going to be the end of the dev. Then people are going to jump ship. They're going to just say goodbye. We don't want no part of this anymore. You think they're going to want to stick around there? Forget it.
Well, and when you could buy Joe Theismann right at 50 cents for the shares, right? What does Joe Theismann think right now at the shares? He's going to go, this thing's a trash. This is fucking toilet paper. Yeah, now it's going to cost like 10 times more too, because the shares are worthless. They're worth like way less, so it's going to cost more to buy them, to pay them.
Yep.
So now you just generated another 500,000 coins you got to pay Joe Theismann off.
Weird.
So 5 cents, dude, you're gonna have to pay Joe Theismann what, like 1 billion shares just to, what I mean?
And not only that, they're talking about handing money to the relief operations from the hurricanes. Where are they getting this money from?
Oh yeah, like money's. This is sick. Remember I was asking where they getting money to pay for everybody and pay for the staking and do all this.
Taking everybody's money.
Now you're. All they do is they're just selling coins on the market. That's how
they're taking your money.
Yeah, money laundering.
That'll be the end
It's
of a lot of
sick.
things
The
now.
whole thing's sick.
It's over. Yep. Maybe one more pump yet, but it's dumping again. So it'll
Oh,
dump.
yeah. And you've seen Chaincoins down to like 14 cents or something.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
And then there's like 4,000 volume in money.
Right.
Literally, not anybody trades a Chaincoin anymore. What could happen with No Limit Coin? No Limit Coin could get to the point where there's no trades. There's
Oh, yeah.
one person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's like 10,000 volume. Get rid of that. If that happens, it's dead. It will actually die. I'll have to
Right.
change the name again. Here comes No Limit 3. No Limit 3 coming at you.
Good luck.
All right, brother.
All
Yeah.
right, you have a good
All
day.
right, man, I'll see you later today, dude.
All right, take care.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, bye-bye.
I'll be listening.
Sounds good.
Give me some good shit, dude.
Well, I'm only going to be hanging here.
Want some good stuff at work. Yeah, sometimes I try to play it at work, dude. Ooh.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
listen to you. All right, brother.
We'll see what happens. All right, take care.